he had his own troubles too. Growing up, I ended up becoming kind of the punching bag of our family, kind of taking the verbal hits a little bit. So it was kind of difficult growing up. You weren't sure what unconditional love was as a family. You weren't sure, hey, these things that my mom accused me of, these things my mom says, are they normal? Is it correct? Am I doing something wrong? Eventually, once we hit about 6th grade for me, we moved to Kalamazoo, Michigan for a little while. Same things continued. We thought we got out of a different environment. My mom's addictive personality would stop. Unfortunately, it didn't. It's just how it is. Some things change, some things don't. Environment changed, family patterns stayed the same. Once I hit high school, right around my senior year, I couldn't put up with it anymore. I knew I wasn't a bad daughter. I knew I wasn't a bad person, so I eventually led to moving out my senior year. So while applying for college, doing my FAFSA, wrong acronym there, I was dealing with the fact that I left my little sister behind. She's about 4 years younger than me. That was really hard for me because I knew if I wasn't there to take the blocks and the hits on that, my sister was probably the one taking them now. Right around the end of my senior year, I got accepted to Western Michigan University, right around Kalamazoo area. Then I also decided to move back with my family. My mom was getting sicker and I couldn't handle the idea of not being there to help support her, help in any way I can. So right after graduation, I went into 2 jobs and then by that fall, went into 2 full-time jobs and full-time college. I was studying to become an occupational therapist and with a minor in Spanish. Right around my 2nd year, I came to a realization I wasn't doing what I thought was right. I wasn't making an impact on anyone. I wasn't changing anyone's life. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a part of a bigger picture. So right around finals, I decided Peace Corps, military. Which one do I want? Which one do I want to make a change with? Looked into the Peace Corps, kept looking. I was like, okay, I looked into Peace Corps. Now let me go see about, let's look at Air Force. There's one right down the street from my college. Went there. My recruiter's name was Jose Guzman, tech sergeant. The first day he met me, he said, you know what? We're taking a trip to Wright Pat, which is 4 hours away from where I'm at. He's like, I'm taking a group of other recruitees. You should come. Just met the guy. Just met him. And he was already, hey, I need this girl. The Air Force needs her. I like her potential. He took me. From the moment he drove me down there, I was already in love. Already in love. I was already sold. I was like, Peace Corps, what's that? By that time. That was probably the hardest decision right there. Was leaving my family again. It was hard. My mom had no idea what the military was about, and with the mental illnesses she had, she thought I was going to get shipped off Afghanistan and never come back. They were just going to throw a gun in my hand and leave me. Don't worry, I reinsured her. She knows I'm here in Louisiana. Once I hit tech school, that was another barrier. Basic, I got letters, and those things meant the most. The fact that my mom could even write a letter was amazing. So it also reassured me that she didn't forget who I was, that her mental capability remembered who I was as her daughter. So once I got to tech school, the more challenges came. My MTI, he was from the Air Force Honor Guard, so he really impacted a lot of things, and I took a lot of things he said to heart. I was like, this is how we do things in the Air Force. We do these things, we stay uniform, we stay professional, all these things. I was really high strung. Really high strung. And sometimes people get a little loose after basic. I can understand it, but it was hard. It was hard for me. Plus being away from family, it was still hard. Once I got to phase 2, it was kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel. I was finally going to see my family. Had great supervisors. They motivated me through the whole thing. They saw the potential I had. They wanted to keep feeling the things that had driven me to be that person. And they taught me so much from that moment. Now being at Barksdale with my family, being in Michigan, it's helped that relationship. Yes, I hate the fact that I'm away still, but it gives me the financial need I need to be able to support them in any way I can, not only for myself, but for them. And it makes me value that time, and I think it helps my mom value the time she actually sees with me actually gets to hear my voice. So, do some of the things still happen? Yes. But at the same time, I don't know, it just really fuels it that, hey, you know what, we don't see this person that often. And the reason I share this story is, if you guys remember me talking about my recruiter, he was a wingman to me before I even joined. That's probably the biggest value you could probably take from the story, is holding your morals and holding the things you hold value and understanding, reaching out to someone like that. He didn't know that much about me, and he already knew, we need this girl. I need her to be here. It wasn't to meet a quota, he already had his quota for the month. And we still talk to this day. So just remember, it's not about what people ask for. It's not about just knowing their entire story. It's about what you do without them asking. I didn't ask to go to Wright Pat. He's like, you need to come to Wright Pat with me. You'll see the Air Force Museum, you'll see a base, and you'll fall in love, which I did. So it's pretty much my entire story for you guys.